Malaysia be crowned the champion on the mobile scenes. And they know how it feels to be both a winner and a loser, Cole, don't they?
Well, I don't quite know how it feels just yet. One of them is going to find out very, very soon. I wonder as well if they've been speaking to the Moroccan player, if they've been speaking to the Malaysian player and basically saying, yeah, what's it like up there? Because the crowd is even bigger than earlier on as well. It's been building throughout the day brilliantly.
Yeah, Wes, I want to talk to you about the differences between mobile and console, because it is a bit of a different challenge. What can the audience here and at home expect from this one?
Yeah, well, in terms of the pacing of the game, we've obviously mentioned it over the last couple of days that the pace is a lot different in terms of console and mobile. But also the key factor here, of course, is that you have an additional teammate to call upon. It's not just yourself on mobile. This is 2v2. You have a teammate to count on if you're having a bad day at the office.
Yeah, Chris, tell us a little bit about 2v2, go into details of that. There's also a third man. There's a substitution if you really need them, isn't there?
Yeah, of course, you do have everybody who can come in and help you slot in if things aren't going well. I would be immensely surprised if that one's in the grand final, but it is the final thing you have in your back pocket if you do need anybody to help you out. You have that three-man team. Is there going to be a change? I'm not too sure, but it's a different dynamic to what we've seen on the mobile.
I'm just looking behind as well, and we have so many people in the audience as well. It's just got bigger and better from what we saw earlier, so this is very exciting as well. And something else which is super exciting is how well our players have been playing the last couple of days. They have been so skillful, let me tell you that. So let's have a look at our top 3 plays from yesterday.
Now they need to relieve some nerves, some pressure, some tension. Be with the initial goal. Gonzalo Ramos, that's a great run. Is Lenormand following Ramos? Portugal lead it. They catch in the back of Spain.
Pressure continues from Spain. Down there to Ferran Torres. Put on the ball. Into the penalty box. Marino, this might be the moment! Spain take the lead in the series for the first time.
Penalty hit.
Well, second period, extra time has kicked off!
Skills, that is how you get yourself a spot in the grand final. Indonesia have been absolutely fabulous, haven't they, guys? And so have Brazil. We have 2 very worthy winners here. We'll speak a little bit more about those 2 teams in greater detail in a short moment. But of course, everyone wants to win the grand final, and we will see the grand finalist announced probably in about 2 hours' time, I'm going to say. If you don't win that, though, the second thing is to be who was there the day from yesterday. Ooh, Indonesia. Hasn't he been already been on boys? I'm pretty sure he's now had that twice.
I believe so, yeah, and worthy winner of it. Yesterday specifically, we've seen Indonesia just breeze through their knockouts. So many goals from them as well, and the main catalyst for their team is, of course, been on boys.
Yeah, exactly, and their team has so much depth. They keep rotating, don't they, Cole?
Yeah, Bin Boys being, he's been in, he's been out, despite getting player of the day. In his post-game interview yesterday, he was asked what it's going to be like playing in front of the crowd. He said, nothing. Nothing. It doesn't affect him at all, so he claims. We're waiting to find out if it's true, but yeah, he's not fazed.
The fact that Indonesia were axed player of the day from yesterday, is that already an advantage over Brazil going into today?
I think maybe a slight psychological edge, just because it allows you to realise that actually my opponent is in form. And about Bin Boys, you always see him play with a smile on his face. Like whenever there's a goal, it's a chuckle. He'll always be incredibly relaxed. I saw at one point, previous tournament, he was cross-legged on a chair. That's how relaxed he is as a player. It's incredible.
I love that, cross-legged on a chair. That's the way to look relaxed in Wes's eyes there. Okay, well, it's obviously about pride and prestige, but there's also a lot of money on the line. The prize purse across today is $100,000, with the champion taking home $20,000. But it's not just about the money. You also get to take home a very beautiful trophy, courtesy of FIFAe.
Well, before we kick things off and get the action started, we have a very special message from none other than Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA.
Your Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Turki, Your Royal Highness Faisal bin Bandar bin Sultan, dear President, my good friend Yasser Al-Misyal, to all who love football and to everyone in Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Today is a great day for Saudi Arabia. It is a great day for FIFA and for football. Congratulations to all of you. We have just concluded the extraordinary FIFA Congress in Zurich that has confirmed the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as the host nation for the FIFA World Cup 2034. I'm sorry that I cannot be with you in Riyadh at the FIFA E-Finals today at this very special time, but I trust that my FIFA E-team is taking good care of you. We are incredibly excited to have such a committed, ambitious and visionary country hosting the biggest sporting event on the planet in under 10 years' time. The Kingdom has shown a huge commitment to the development of football and has made significant investments to be able to host world-class events. Organizing the FIFA World Cup is a big challenge, but together we'll find inspiring and innovative solutions to show the world the true magic and power of football. This is the latest and greatest in a long line of excellent hosting experiences in Saudi Arabia, of FIFA E, but also of a FIFA Youth World Championships in 1989, two groups of the inaugural FIFA Series earlier this year, and a sensational FIFA Club World Cup last December. Your Royal Highnesses, my dear friends, I would once again like to express my deepest gratitude and most heartfelt congratulations on an outstanding bid. You have made your country proud, and we look forward to celebrating football together when you welcome the entire world in 2034. For now, I wish you a great evening at the FIFA E World Cup, and I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Shukran jazilan. Bye-bye.
Well, what an honor it is, Riyadh, to be able to celebrate traditional football here on Saudi Arabian soil. And not only that, now we get to celebrate the beauty of digital football as well and celebrate all of these fantastic nations. Milos, we've already seen the hometown heroes of Saudi Arabia walking away with their victory in Rocket League.
That love and passion for competition, esports and football in general stems, definitely is true here in Saudi Arabia. And it's a great way to unite the entire world under it all. But for those that are watching here and don't really know exactly what esports is all about, let us help you define it. Esports is where passion meets precision.
Where strategy collides with skill.
Absolutely, and where every second counts.
Where players push the limits and defy the odds against them.
It's more than just a game.
It's a global phenomenon.
A stage for the best to rise to the top.
For legends and history to be made.
This is the future of competition.
And this is esports.
Into the box, it's going to fall to Abba, he passes to Abba!
What a banger for Argentina! No one was expecting.
That is beautiful!
What does it mean to be a team? Together, we are unstoppable. Every pass, every play is a silent conversation. a rhythm that beats in our hearts. It's not just skill, it's knowing someone has your back before you even look. It's sacrifice without hesitation, celebration without envy, and a bond forged through every challenge. We don't win because we're perfect. We win because we are united. We win because we are a team. Being a team means we will be champions.
I am very happy with this result, and yes, this is my country. It's a pleasure.
I'm feeling so happy right now because it is just one last step to crown the title.
I am so confident. I have the best teammates in the world. We have a great opponent, but we are so confident.
I carry the whole nation on my back, but I love the pressure, so just go on.
This is very important for me, for my team, for my family. This is for you.
It's the day for me to be the world champions. This is not a game.
This is my journey.
This is my moment.
This is my time to shine.
This is for Indonesia.
This is for Brazil. And this is my trophy.
Riyadh, it is time! Let's get the show started. Let's bring out our team, starting with Team Indonesia. Bedong Boys, Shin Selga and Akbar Paudi. A second place points extravaganza in groups gave way to a screamer of a quarterfinal versus Morocco and a semi versus Turkey. Can Indonesia claim gold once more this year, and this time in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia?
Please, a round of applause for Brazil! After making it through the penalty shootouts yesterday, you as a team have showcased that you have what it takes to remain calm. You did it once. Can you do it again? Can you take down former champions and prove you meant it when you said Brazil is the best? 𝐞𝐅𝐨𝐨𝐭𝐛𝐚𝐥𝐥, Victor and 𝐞𝐅𝐨𝐴𝐺𝐵 coming together for national pride. This is your moment.
In the spirit of celebrating nations at the FIFAe World Cup, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Indonesia.
And now, if you may, please rise for the national anthem of Brazil.
Our squads are set. Gentlemen of Indonesia and Brazil, please shake hands and take your seats. Rachel, gentlemen on the desk, we're in for a treat.
We are indeed. I don't know about you boys, but that felt really special, didn't it?
Goosebumps. Every single time you hear the national anthems, you see these teams and what it means to them to represent their countries on the biggest of stages available to them. The crowd is up for it as well.
I think regardless of what happens here, just getting that experience of walking out in front of a crowd such as this is going to stay with you for years to come.
Oh, absolutely. You've got your country's badge on your chest, you've got your country's anthem in your ears, and you've got a fantastic crowd who are appreciating every single thing. Yeah, there's a bond here now in terms of they will only know that experience. It's going to be brilliant for them.
Shout out to the crowd as well, completely respectful of both national anthems. They'll obviously all have their favourites. I thought they'd be going more for Indonesia, but it seemed to me that it was a little bit louder for Brazil. So Brazilians have got some fans in here. And look at the team camaraderie there. I mean, 𝐿𝐿 said in his interview that he believes he is the best player in the world, that 𝐞𝐅𝐸 is the best teammate in the world. They're going to have to prove it now. They're going to have to show that they are worthy of being in this grand finals. And I just have a feeling, after the one earlier was a 2-0, I've got a feeling this one is going to blow up. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Well, Brazil are such a powerhouse, aren't they, in football? They are 5 times winners of the World Cup, record World Cup winners. They've also got history in FIFA e-tournaments. If this team was even just to walk through the tunnel, they'd see lots of different pictures of previous champions gone by from Brazil. In terms of where they are in eFootball, where are they currently?
They're one of the best of the bunch. I mean, you have 𝐞𝐅𝐸, who's a former world champion. You have 𝐿𝐿, who, as he already self-proclaimed, he believes he's the best player in the world. I personally believe he's in that conversation. And to have them two teaming up to represent the Brazilian national team, it's a brilliant problem to have for Brazilian eFootball.
Well, they have had to go through 10 matches to get here. So let's remind you guys at home how their journeys both played out. This will just be from the knockouts. So yesterday, obviously the groups were on Monday and Tuesday. And if you cast your eye to the right, you can see Brazil, Indonesia there, but Brazil had to take down the Netherlands and then Spain, and Indonesia had to take down Morocco and Turkey. Cole, if you want to go through the groups for us as well, just so everyone can get their entire story when we actually can hear ourselves up here, because it is so loud.
Well, both teams finishing second in their group and in their semi-finals, having to go up against the first place team from the other, and they have made it through the fire and the flames, quite literally. Between the teams that they had to go up against, the teams who were dominant in their groups, they managed to get through that to present themselves with an opportunity here in the final.
Yeah, well, we could just see the nerves maybe starting to set in. Having a sip of water, maybe getting a bit of a dry throat at this stage. In these kind of environments as well, it gets pretty warm, and especially with hundreds of bodies and spectators in there, the heat will be rising. There you can see the Brazilian squad. There's 3 possible members, but they're sticking with a well-known duo. Before we delve any further into our thoughts up here, let's hear from Alex and the Brazilian side.
Hello everybody, we are here with the Canarinha that is about to start the grand final, the FIFAe World Cup versus Indonesia. Firstly, we get with João Victor. João, what it means to you, grand final, world stage, how do you feel?
This is a great final, but my team, we are so confident for today.
Well, now, the grand final, looking to your opponent, Indonesia. João, what do you think are the strengths of Brazil in front of Indonesia today?
Yes, we know we are a great team, but yes, we are training for only month, for everything monthly. And yes, we are so confident for today, for a great final. I trust in my team, I trust in my gameplay, in 𝐞𝐅𝐸, in Avaré with a coach. And is this trust in Brazil?
That's the confidence that we love to hear. 𝐞𝐞𝐅𝐸, another world final for you. It's been a few years since the last time you were there. What it means to be back at that stage again?
Today, it's a different final because represent my country, Brazil, 5 times world champion. It's an honor to represent the country with Pelé, Neymar, Ronaldinho, Fenomeno. It's the opportunity of my life.
It is insane to be back right there. Best of luck. And before to end, let's go with Thiago. Thiago, coach, what a wonderful player you are as well. But any message you want to send to all the fans or your family, people that is rooting for you guys from home? It's your time.
A gente está pronto, a gente está preparado, focado. A gente conta com a torcida, o apoio e a energia positiva de todo o Brasil. Vamos para cima deles. Vamos, Brasil!
And that's it. Brazil into the grand final in a really good shape.
Cole, I feel like they're putting more pressure on themselves, naming all those excellent players there.
I was thinking when 𝐞𝐿𝐸𝐸 was starting, I was thinking, how long have we got? Because he could have gone for an hour naming Brazilian legends. And I think they'd have been looking at the Indonesian defense in the other game up against Turkey. They conceded 4 goals up to that point, up to game 1. They conceded 4 more in game 1. So if they've spotted some elements, if their coach has spotted some elements of defensive weakness and frailties in Indonesia, and it's been tough to claim those upon us up to this point, then that might be an avenue for their victory.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they are facing Indonesia, of course. And Binon Boyes has been our Axe Player of the Day twice over the last 3 days. And he actually spoke to Alex earlier on today.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Look with who we are. Binon Boyes, aka Rizky Faidan, the captain of Indonesia. Faidan, grand final. I know what it means to you, but let us know what it really feels to be in the grand final.
Yeah, I feel so excited right now. We are trying to gathering all our focus right now. We are trying to beat Brazil in every way possible, in every possible way.
Interesting. At the end, it will be a really tough battle, best of 3. You know them very well, Brazil, Indonesia, Indonesia, Brazil. Do you think any detail where you think you have a study, you can be better than them? Attacking, defending, long balls. What do you think are the strengths of Indonesia in the final?
Sorry?
What do you think are the strengths of Indonesia in the final?
Maybe I can tell right now, just let's see in the finals.
And that's it, confident on it. And before to go, on a message you want to say for your community, for your country?
Maybe I will say in bahasa, it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So buat semuanya, terus dukung kita Timnas Indonesia di Football Console final malam ini. Kita bakalan lakuin yang terbaik dan bawa pialanya pulang ke Indonesia.
And that's it. Rizky Faidan, Binon Boyes, the man from Indonesia, about to start the grand final.
Great stuff there, Alex. Thank you so much. And thank you, Binon Boyes, for your time as well. Well, it's great to hear from the team. Let's now hear from some of their supporters as well.
Congratulations to Timnas Indonesia eFootball for reaching the World Cup final. All the best for the final and bring the trophy back to Jakarta. Ita Garuda.
There we go. It's so great to have these supporters from across the world supporting the teams. The fans are loving it. The players are loving it as well. The Brazilian squad, what are they thinking right now, Wes?
Well, they've got everything on their minds in terms of they just need to get their game plan set and ready to go, and they look ready.
Absolutely. Okay, well, we heard from the Indonesian supporters and their contingent. Let's hear from the Brazilian fans now.
Fala, rapaziada do eFootball. Fiquei sabendo que a gente chegou em mais uma final aí. Tô passando aqui para desejar boa sorte, que possa dar tudo certo e vocês consigam trazer mais essa para casa. Valeu? Tamo junto, boa sorte.
The reaction to that as great. Chris, you love that as well. Shaking your hands.
I love that. I'm standing here like, where's his magic hat? What a player. What a player.
Okay, well, the time is almost now for these two teams. One of them is going to write themselves into the history books and be our first ever FIFAe World Cup finalists on the console side of things. Well, there's nothing else left to say, guys. Enjoy watching this tonight. I'm going to enjoy handing it down to our caster duo for this one. It is Brazil taking on Indonesia in the company of Harry Channon and Alex Alguacil.
A rematch 5 years in the making. Flied on action for Bidavu. On that day in 2019, Brazil's 𝐞𝐅𝐨𝐨𝐭𝐛𝐚𝐥𝐥 lifted the co-op trophy in London, the English capital, and it is Brazil that start off stronger here. But 4,000 miles away here in Riyadh, it could be a different story for Indonesia. Alex, welcome and strap yourself in. This is a best of 3 for the ages here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Thank you, Harry, and welcome everybody to the grand final here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, because only one country will be crowned today as the FIFAe World Champion 2024. So we'll see if Brazil or Indonesia will lift that trophy, but there will be a long story because first we are getting into this game one, and it's Brazil on possession.
Yeah, we've seen it once already today. Starting a final the right way can set you up for success. And with both nations here having aspirations of lifting that beautiful trophy in the middle of that stage, you've got to say the first goal in this first game, Alex, whichever way it goes, I think the roof might just come off this place. For now, Brazil with Richarlison trying to build here in the opening 15.
Yeah, it's a completely battle technically, tactically between two monsters of eFootball across the world. We have seen great control so far from Brazil taking the initiative, but will they keep that one? Let's see. Game one is so important. Any details matter. And obviously, taking the lead will change and will define drastically the pace of the game.
Absolutely, it will. That first period of play, 15 minutes gone. We now have a pause here on the stage while we make sure everything is under control. Has a chance for us, Alex, to do our own analysis. The desk broke it down perfectly, but I want to know yourself as a previous co-op world champion of this esport. What are the keys to victory here for both Indonesia and Brazil?
I think case based on mentally, because games are predicted to be really tough from game one. Those details, those timing, those initiatives that keep doing it is the most difficult thing to perform right here at the stage. Because, you know, the lights, everybody, the pressure will be on the shoulder of the players. And to perform at your level is not that easy right there. So we'll see Brazil with those long balls, those chain of play from left to right, approaching those left back, right back in a really wonderful way during the whole competition. We'll see if they can keep using it properly in this game, or they need to find out new solutions. On the other hand, Indonesia, with that lovely play, that full attack with that 4-2-2-2 formation, approaching those two AMEF on the sides. I mean, it is difficult for everybody to be right there, but if someone can be there performing that they expect, is Indonesia.
Indonesia, the highest scoring nation so far here in Riyadh at the FIFAe World Cup 2024 featuring eFootball. 35 goals up to this point. The next nearest, Turkey, on 22. They've scored 13 more goals than the second highest scoring nation here at the World Cup.
Yeah, probably is a country that we have seen many more resources in a different way of attack, defense, to get into by the side, by the center lines. Brazil have a really more defined way of play, but that doesn't mean it's worse for sure. They go 𝐞𝐅𝐸, 2 times world champion, 1 time world champion on co-op. João Victor, one of the stars worldwide in eFootball. Everyone is taking an eye on him because they know how good they are. But what about Indonesia? Reigning champs of the AFC ASEAN Cup on co-op back in January, coming with Rifki Faidan, the main captain, the main star, with just 21 years old, coming to this stage with the hungry of victory on becoming world champion next to Elga and Akbar Paudi. What a two players yesterday, Harry. Elga, in that second game of the semi-final versus Turkey, was unbelievable, and they need that version of him. So we'll see if today, in the grand final, they can find that chemistry, those passes, those movements, that's why they are famous for.
And that's what these two nations are a best of 3 away from. The FIFAe World Cup Winners' Trophy. And you're right, Alex, Indonesia in the semi-final yesterday against Turkey. They won the best of 3, 2 games to 0, but scored 10 goals.
That's a lot. It's not easy, because co-op is a different story, ladies and gentlemen. The gameplay on 1v1 and co-op is a different story. It's more about chemistry. It's not that just 1v1 situation. It is important, but the chemistry, the tactics, to have those automatics movement predefined from before is so important. At the same time, difficult to perform.
Incredibly difficult. And I think it's interesting to give the viewers here in Riyadh and also wherever you're watching in the world this grand final, the context. These two captains on either side have met each other in a grand final, a world finals before. 2019 world finals. The place is London, England, my home country, and actually my first taste of eFootball as a commentator. A Liga Sul Stars, the Brazilian outfit, taking on Rifki Faidan there in the co-op finals. On that day, it was 𝐞𝐅𝐸 of Brazil that won the... it was a best of 1 back then, I believe. It was 2 goals to 0. He says, interestingly enough, it's a different final than London, and 𝐞𝐅𝐸 came out on top. I think that's important to note the mentality. He's not approaching this as if, hey, I won in London 5 years ago, it means I'm going to win here.
Yeah, it's completely a moment when you need to step up, forget everything around, forget what happened on day 1, 2, and 3 here. It's right now, Harry. It's right now, take your teammate, communication, play in, and be that player that everybody knows you are like that. So we'll see, ladies and gentlemen, grand final. What a tournament has been, and only 2 teams, the best 2, are here in the grand final. And I'm sure the whole eFootball community across the world are really watching this game right now, supporting Brazil, Indonesia. But the most important is enjoying eFootball at his maximum level.
2 of the most passionate nations, I think, within the entire sphere of eFootball. I mean, we're seeing it here in the arena here in Riyadh. It's unbelievable, the Indonesian drums we're hearing Brazil chants, the neutrals are getting involved. It really is just pure passion on both sides. When you're up there on the stage, you do have soundproof headphones, but when you can hear the crowd over the soundproof, the white noise, does it affect you? Do you let it get to you at all? Or is it very much you're locked in on the final?
I think the worst part is the minutes before to play the match. When you start, you are in your place, you are in your comfort zone. It is through this brace called freeze you a little bit, the rhythm, the feeling with the game. Let's see. Anyway, we will come back in a few moments. No problem. Chill at home. We have a lot of info to go through. And that's the best of it. At the end, we can talk about the player, about the history of all of them. 𝐸𝐸, Faidan, 𝐞𝐅𝐸, 𝐿𝐺, Elga. I think they all have been in this situation before. And that's the most important thing. They know what it feels to be right there. And they are hungry for victories, hungry to be crowned as a world champion. Because this game, ladies and gentlemen, is not just about nations, not just about Indonesia or Brazil. It's just about also to see who is going to be the actual best player of eFootball around the world. If it's 𝐸𝐸, Faidan, João Victor, that's battle as well is so intelligent to stage about, and we always have a clue that will happen after that match.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, game 1 is about 15 or so minutes in. It's a technical pause on the stage at the moment, just to make sure. I mean, the last thing we would want is any nation having any kind of disadvantage, so there is a pause in play as things stand. But Brazil, Indonesia is, as soon as we're ready to go, going to be a very, very fiery event. Let's take a little deep dive, if we can then, into their bracket. In fact, I'll tell you what, we mentioned about the Indonesian drums and the Indonesian support. I believe Veracity is down on the floor for us with them now.
Indonesia's support is like none other. Yeah, there we go. The cheering speaks for itself. So the boys are listening right now. Words of wisdom, words of encouragement. What do you want to say to cheer them on?
Just enjoy, have fun. We know they're the best in Asia. We won it earlier this year, so we're gonna be the best in the world now.
And do you feel like there might be the weight of the world on their shoulders right now, being the eAsia champions previously? Do you think the pressure might be a bit too much for them now?
No, they are a bunch of cool dudes, so I believe they will take care of Brazil. The only time Indonesia is gonna beat Brazil is here.
Okay. Is there anything you want to say to Brazil? If they can hear you right now, what do you want to say?
Brazil, you have Neymar in real life, but in here, you have no one.
Ooh, okay. You know what? We'll find out whether or not that's true. I'm going to let you go ahead, get your drumming underway, while I go find some Brazilian fans. Oh my goodness, they are unmatched. Where are the Brazil fans at? Okay, we got cheering for Indonesia here too. Where are my Brazil fans at? Brazil fans, I'm going to come on over and pull up next to you. Go on, give them boys some work.
I have 5 stars, only this.
Okay. Boys, cheer on Brazil. Give them some words of encouragement right now.
Again.
Cheer on the boys. What do you want to say to them? They're waiting for you guys.
Vamos, Brazil is win this Champion League, inshallah.
Okay. All right, let's test one thing out now. Indonesian fans, make some noise. I see you guys over there. Brazil fans, make some noise. Oh me, oh my. Casters, who do we think wins out of this one? Indonesia or Brazil?
Veracity, it is too close to call. 𝐸𝐸 Faidan has been waiting 5 years for his revenge, and in the form of the World Cup final, he faces 𝐞𝐅𝐸 again. And Alex, the tension in the room is palpable while we make sure everyone is ready to go soon. Just unbelievable support. Have you ever seen any kind of passion like this from eFootball before at a live event at this level?
I haven't seen something like this, never ever before, Harry. This is insane. Thank you so much, everybody, making this possible, because this is huge for eFootball, for esports, for the community. And I will let you know something. If you want to be the best, you need to be the best. And that's it. That great battle we're having in right now. 𝐞𝐅𝐸, João Victor, 𝐸𝐸 Faidan, 𝐿𝐺, great clash of titans right now happening in the stage.
Well, that is what is at stake. The FIFAe World Cup Winners' Trophy. It's not a bad thing to take home to your nation, and let me tell you, there is plenty of the population of both of these nations that would love to see Alex. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a final, could we? I mean, Brazil against Indonesia.
No, definitely. No, I mean, we saw big teams. Spain yesterday was really close in that penalty shootout, third game versus Brazil. Also, Turkey making a great job during the whole competition, but at the end, after that penalty shootout, they lost in the first game versus Indonesia. The second one, they were completely out of mind. Indonesia doing a great job into the final. At the end, this best is the 3 games. So we have a long time to enjoy the very best world team nation across right here in Saudi Arabia. Let's see these two game that the initiative, those goals, those rebounds, how they those action into the game are really important. And you know, those moments right like now to visualize and movement is not that bad. I know it's some patient mode, time to wait for the players, but and you can take this pause to get some energy and strength because they will need it. Look at that.
And how about Malaysia earlier today? FIFAe World Cup winners on eFootball Mobile. They and the squad.
For Indonesia, I'm finally to see. So that action, no, it happens in the group stage. Last match, France versus Indonesia, and that draw. Who put France out of the competition and Malaysia as a fourth in the group. That was a great, one of the moments so far of the competition.
Of course, France, one of the favourites coming into this console, out in the group stage, one of the biggest shots. I want to take a quick moment to talk about Brazil's rising star, emerging star, as you called him, Victor. What can you tell me about it? Because he seems so confident. Every interview, he just exudes that persona of, no matter how, I am going to win.
I mean, the passion that this young man has for eSports, accomplish his dream is insane. You know, 2 years ago, back in 2022, he made a big move. He met his dad. He jumped into going to Portugal to have trials with some pro clubs back in the day to have a chance to become professional in football. Not only that, he got the chance to play for FC Munich for us. So it come to an end. Had to came back to Brazil, and after that, Harry won every single competition he had to face. Unbelievable level of João Victor and also of our fans enjoying this on social media, YouTube. It's so to watch.
Journey has been watched. We can see journeys Brazil and India took to grand finals, still being made here on the exactly remake and making sure that everyone knows that they are happy to play and we can move forward. Shouldn't be too much longer now, but Indonesia, I mean, you look at their route, as you said, a Game 3 win against Morocco in the quarter-finals led them to that semi-final with Turkey where they scored 10 goals across those 2 games.
No, definitely. It's not that easy, you know, especially Turkey, which was probably one of the most complete teams so far we have seen in the full competition, not really conceding that much, really offensively, really good. It is true that in this kind of situation, when you lose such a big advantage that they had versus Indonesia in game 1, you maybe mentally can not be as sharp as usually for the second one, but I think Indonesia's make a step up, especially 𝐿𝐿𝐺 in that second game, performing so well in a wonderful match with really good actions. And it is mentally, ladies and gentlemen, that's the key in eSport at this level. They all are really good. They know everything from the game, all the mechanics, all the resources, all the movements. But at the end, only the ones who read the game in a better way, the ones who are able to perform as much or as close to their normal level, are the ones who are going to take this victory. Because let me say, Harry, perform right there.
It's difficult.
In the stage. In front of everybody, it's not easy.
Not easy at all. What else wasn't easy? Brazil's route to this final. If you're looking at this from a glance, Brazil against Netherlands. They won that one. And then, of course, they move on to play your country, Spain. That one was a game 3. Was very, very close.
Massive semi-final it was.
But Brazil came out on top. They've had to run the gauntlet to this final. So despite Indonesia's free-scoring form, Brazil have been tried, they've been tested, and so far they've passed every test with flying colours.
Now, definitely, Brazil were really far in that third game, and even with that, they were able to turn over the score and finally winning that game. It's like, you know, they are warriors. They are really big players, and that's why they are here at the final.
Well, we saw them earlier. I believe Milos is with the Malaysian eFootball mobile players who won gold and that trophy earlier this afternoon. Milos?
That's exactly where I am. We're up here in the VIP booth. I don't know how they let me in here, but here we are. Malaysia victorious earlier on today, and of course, on with the gold. Now, you got Indonesia on the other side, you know, Brazil downstairs. How do you expect this game to go?
Today gonna be a tense match. Both teams are very good. They have a good spirit, good mentality, but I do expect probably it's going to go for third match. And also probably on the penalty shootout, so there will be more drama on this final.
Yeah, it's a lot of drama. I think our casters are going to have to handle that if we have to go all the way to penalties to decide it. But why do you think that is the case? Is it because both Indonesia and Brazil are so close in skill? Because, you know, for me looking on the outside, these are squads that have a lot of experience.
Yep, so probably I can give a prediction for one team, but I do really this is gonna be a great match. We can see a lot of player skills in the match and drama.
Now, you say drama, but I want to pull it out of you. Who do you think is actually going to win this game?
Win?
Yeah.
I do expect the second cup will back to Southeast Asia. Go Indonesia!
Who would have expected it, right? Indonesia is what Malaysia is believing will happen. That win, we're going to have to see once we get in game, but we're going to send it back to our casters to see. Maybe you can measure their heartbeat throughout this game.
I don't think that's a good idea. Although we're not playing for that lovely piece of silverware. Our heart rates get up here in the booth. Great to hear from Malaysia, of course. Southeast Asia as a continent so strong within eFootball. Mobile, console, doesn't matter the platform, they turn up every single time, and they're so strong. They're one of the leading continents, I would say, Asia, in this beautiful esport.
And a continent which is really investing on develop new stars, new players, the federations, the clubs, the esports club as well, trying to to develop those future champions. That why not could be right here behind of us. It's impressive the job they are doing. Back in the days when I was competing, Asia wasn't that strong as they are right now, and now they are the best ones. So that's why that effort, those years fighting to prove why they deserve to be on top, and that's the most important thing. Those schools, those backgrounds, those competition, community competition to make grow the community, to have more opportunities, chances, lifetime chances like this one. No, this is an opportunity, Harry, that I think all the players will remember forever, and yeah, and especially the champions, no? Let's say.
Well, we'll see who lifts the trophy later on. All this break is just, this delay is adding to the tension here, but we like to make Veracity get her steps in. She was downstairs before, now she's upstairs. Veracity, what do you have for us?
Teleportation is a wonderful thing, gentlemen, and whilst it's amazing to hear from the fans themselves, we rarely get to speak to the teams and the players that have already been eliminated. I'm joined alongside Arda Golazo and Mujahid21. Guys, commiserations, obviously, but I need to ask you, after being eliminated from the tournament, I love the fact that you have still shown up to show your support to this wonderful esport. So talk to me after your performance, after your games, what did you guys get up to?
Well, of course, we analyzed our matches afterwards to see our mistakes and prepare for the upcoming tournaments. And I really believe that we could have achieved better. For the next competition, I can say that we will do even better than this version.
What do we think, crowd? They're going to do even better? You guys can do better than that, but I'll come back to that later. Talk to me, Mujahid, coming here, showing your support for our 2 grand finalists as well. Is there any team in particular you're cheering for?
I don't know, like both teams are super strong, to be honest, and I know the players of the both teams, like very good friends. So like I hope the side that deserves more wins. Like it's not down to luck. So you know, I wish both sides good luck, and I hope the deserved team wins. Yeah.
Well, you know what? One common thing that I at least have faced when playing video games is oftentimes people always push this notion that, you know, esports, video games is not a sport. What do you have to say to the people that say that? Because we've seen an abundance of fans, we have prize money, we have a gorgeous trophy and national pride as well. To me personally, there's no way anybody can say it's just a game.
Yeah, obviously I think it's a sport because, you know, we still give a lot of effort, put our time in, you know, we sacrifice a lot to reach to this stage. We're representing our countries. It's like, as you said, it's just priceless. You know, it's the biggest of honors. So you know, I think people need to show a bit more respect to what we do because again, we sacrifice a lot. We put the time in, our effort in. So you know, it takes a lot to be here. So you know, I think it's definitely deserves more praise.
And how about you, Mujahid? Arda, sorry, there's too many of you, just being honest. So what do you have to say to anybody that has been kind of questioning the journey of eFootball, esports as a whole?
Well, I agree with my teammate about that topic because sports are not just about physical activity, it's also mindful strength. You give a lot of effort, you need to stay calm in particular situations. So I believe that people should respect esports more and see it as a sport.
Well, I certainly know that the tension is well and truly rising on the stage. My dear casters are ready and waiting. Oof, it's getting a bit hot in here, isn't it?
It is a little bit. Great to hear from Mujahid and Arda there. We are still waiting for the resumption of Game 1 of our Grand Finals. And let me tell you, from experience, the delays, they add to the mental game. They add to the psychology.
Yeah.
You have to make sure the grey matter is in the right place. Because once this gets going, you bet this is going to be 100 miles an hour.
And especially Harry, because the heart rate, even if they are not playing, is still high. So they are burning calories, burning that energy that we'll need later on for play. So we'll see this is the consistency of the player will keep during the whole series. So something will change. What a player we have seen right there. Mujahid and Arda Golazo.
I was about to say, yeah, it's been great to see them grow up sort of in front of our very eyes. They really came through the eFootball Pro League, one of the Premier Leagues within Europe's eFootball ecosystem. Mujahid, I remember, joined the league just before the global pandemic. So I got to know him through a screen, then got to meet him in the studios for the bi-weekly match days, fortnightly match days. And it was great to finally meet him in real life. And then also Arda Golazo making his debut, 15 years old. This is my first time seeing him in about, I think it was about 2 years, 17 now. Wow, talk about a growth spurt. This guy was down here and now he's, I mean, I'm looking up at him and I'm not the tallest guy myself. So it's been great to meet the community here at the FIFAe World Cup, and those two semi-finalists this year shocked the world. They'll be disappointed they didn't go further, but that doesn't mean they won't try again.
No, definitely. They will, and better for sure, because it's like they said, it's not just about the previous month. They will be practicing this mode for this competition because they were going to participate in the FIFAe World Cup. It's the historically 5-10 years career that have some of the competitors right here in the FIFAe World Cup. All the sacrifice they put into it, all the hours they put into the game, into the knowledge, into the, those details that can make the difference right here. Because, situations will be pretty different, depends the moment of the game, and the players need to get used to be ready for those action. We could have drama, we could have yellow card, we could have red cards, we can have penalties, and you need to be ready for it. Yesterday we saw a lot of penalties missed, and this really impressed me. But you know, the pressure and you know, determination will be the key, and it's not that easy to be sharp every single time.
The tension's going to keep building here. The wonderful part of the festival, really, that is this event is we also have co-streamers on site, and I believe Milos is up there somewhere with the Brazilian co-streamers. Milos, where are you?
I'm right above you, buddy. Look, I don't know. You have to get out of your booth for a sec, and I'll be seeing you from there. Hey, Alex, what's up? Hello. Yes, we're over here and right above the entire arena. And well, the co-streamers are also a very important part of any tournament, just because you get to really feel the community spirit and the passion here. And you know, we talk to the players, it's a very special thing, but I'm joined here by Joel, our wonderful Brazilian co-streamer. Hi, chat. I know you're watching down on the other side, but you know, obviously you're cheering for Brazil here. So what would you like to say to Brazil to motivate them for the win?
Olá, pessoal. Eu sou o JL, Joel, né, do canal JL Sports. Estou aqui transmitindo, é um prazer estar aqui. Fui convidado pela FIFA e representando a comunidade do eFootball lá do Brasil. E o que eu quero falar para minha seleção é que vocês conseguem, vocês são maravilhosos, vocês são fortes juntos, vocês jogam como um só e o Brasil é vocês nesse momento. Meu coração está com vocês. Tá aqui do meu lado também o Dedeco. O Brasil todo tá com vocês. E vamos, Brasil, porque hoje seremos campeão. Vai!
Vai, vamos Brazil! There it is. Thank you very much, Joel. I mean, it looks like you have a few fans. For those who don't really know, the Arab world in general and in Saudi Arabia, Brazil is very, very famous and well known in football. So it does not kind of stay away from the eFootball universe, and that's exactly what we have. For those who weren't hearing, Joel and the rest of our Brazilian co-streamers were yelling throughout the group stage. Yes.
Beijo pra Ania, minha esposa, te amo, tá? E a minha filhinha, my baby Aurora.
Many cheers to Joel's wife. Can you give it one more time? That's so cute. Even with my very basic Latin understanding, it's enough to the passion there. But there it is. Brazil supporters themselves here in Riyadh are cheering on the team that has so much history behind them. So who knows how this one will go. We'll keep going around and sensing how the community vibe is as we get our game ready. Let's send it back down to our wonderful colleagues down in the casting booth. Gents, are you around?
Yep.
I'm sure they're here.
Yep.
Hello.
Yep, think so. Thanks, Milos. So great. So close yet so far up there to our left-hand side. Great to have all of our co-streamers here, of course. We have Brazilians, Portuguese. We have, of course, Indonesians here. Arabic-speaking, Malay, of course, Japanese. Hindi is great. It really, really is. And honestly, it does feel like that festival, doesn't it, Alex?
Nah, it completely is. The biggest event so far we have seen in the history of eFootball esports, and that's why we're happy to be here. I'm proud to be part of it. So let's see how it goes in a few moments.
Best part is, Alex, we spoke to the Brazilian co-streamers, and I think, although Milos was this side, his Veracity, I think, is up there now with the Indonesian co-streamers. Veracity, where are you?
Guys, I'm waving. Do you see me down there? Hello down there. Yeah, that's right. I'm joined alongside Sigit. You are one of the Indonesian co-streamers. I guess this guy needs no introduction then. So talk to me, this whole co-streaming experience, how has it been for you so far?
It's good. So this gentleman here. So thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to support Indonesia.
And how has all of the reception been from everybody that's been watching your stream so far? I know you're live right now, so if people on the stream are listening, hello, thank you. I hope you don't mind me stealing him away from you. But how has the reception been from all of the viewers?
In Indonesia, we got 50,000 viewers in Indonesia. So this is a huge number. So people just watch us, and give a support for the all players, Indonesian players. So I hope they can have a good result.
You know what? They might be able to have a good result. Riyadh, what do we think? Are we ready for some eFootball? Yeah, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Let's get the show going.
Thank you so much, Veracity. Off camera, while we were seeing the Indonesian co-streamers starting to get that Indonesian crowd up, we saw the Brazilian team stand up and get their fans behind them. I'm proud to announce the delay is over. We are ready to go here finally in game one of this grand final. Brazil versus Indonesia. You've been patient. It's now time, and I have no doubt Indonesia nor Brazil will disappoint us here, Alex.
It's time to shine, Harry. Game one of this grand final, the FIFAe World Cup. This is now Indonesia with the ball, with a great through ball for Marcelino Ferdinand in a great spot.
What a start this
across
would be.
No, Bremer, great block. Bro, different story than game one. Great start for Indonesia. We'll see the corner kick. Brazil is really good attacking those corner kicks, but defending, we'll see.
Yeah, we did see 15 minutes played. Of course, no score between the two nations, so before the restart, they're happy to continue. That dangerous corner poured behind. And
It's
the
pretty smart.
Indonesian fans here in the arena are enjoying the boys in red.
As you see, is Joao Victor taking the manual goalkeeper ready to try to control a great zone for save the corner kick. Once again, it's deflected. No, the clear of Brazil. And it's Joelinton, one of the most important players for the Canarinha, next to Richarlison. We'll see who takes the lead, who take the first goal of the final.
Well, in the opening 10 minutes, Indonesia had a good period, but now 𝐞𝐅𝐨𝐨𝐭𝐛𝐚𝐥𝐥 and Joao Victor look to cement their legacy. What a story it would be for 𝐞𝐅𝐨𝐹. A third world title would surely put him on that eFootball Mount Rushmore. Of course, there's only two men in that conversation at this moment in time in terms of greatest of all-time player. 𝐞𝐅𝐹, well, he wants to show he deserves to be in that conversation as well.
The rebound, really smart one from Joao Victor. That shot looking for exactly that, the rebound, the second chance. Because it was 𝐞𝐅𝐹 going for it. Those details, Harry, those details, those looking more to make a mistake in the opponent rather than to make it a really good chance could be the define. And now a bad clear from Brazil will be the chance with Dan Suleiman. Is Rizky Faidan on possession, looking for Ricky Camboya. Elga turning around, leaving behind one or two players, long ball in, but wasn't that accurate. And now another clear from Brazil that doesn't want to make any big mistake at the back.
Right back at that canary yellow defence from Indonesia. Let's see what they can do with this attack.
Look at that
Neymar Jr. steps in at the right time.
Wow, Joao!
Oh la la! Hope we see more of that. The crowd enjoyed it here too. Richarlison on the turn.
Nice shoulder check, but big mistake for Indonesia.
Oh, that's big. And the first big chance of these grand finals!
Brazil regaining that second chance. Rafael Veiga, and it's Joao Victor with a long shot. First attempt, first goal, and ladies and gentlemen, the lead, it goes to Brazil.
Well, you had to wait quite the while we iron things out on the stage. But here is the first goal of our grand finals, scored by Brazil.
Well, we saw mistake on that early build-up with the center back. I think it was Rido. When you consider mistakes, there's no room to run back, especially with those fast strikers that Brazil is putting into the game. That's it. No mistakes are the key. We saw it. Great lead by Brazil, and now is Indonesia has to react.
What reaction, as you say, Alex, is there from Indonesia? It's late in Jakarta at this moment in time, approaching midnight. And those Indonesian faithful fans who support their team to the bitter end have stayed up late at this moment in time to see them concede the first goal.
Yeah, now we see the momentum is on the side of Brazil with now Neymar. João Victor with those super cancel. Once again, the track back. He's perfectly performing so far, twice in a row. And now could be the chance for Indonesia. Rafa Struijk connecting with Marcelino, we'll see. Faidan looking for Elga with Marcelino Ferdinand. Elga taking his time to pass in, protecting the ball, pass back, Tom High, the DMF, pass in.
Oh, that's nice.
It's Elga, it's Rizky Faidan, Marcelino Ferdinand, the cross! That was close! Great chance, great pressure.
Alive and still on here for Indonesia. They'll get another chance. Here's the cross and the header. Oh no, and again!
Oh, that was a nice one. Really smart play, because the distance from that Rafa Struijk header was too far. To that pass back was really, really smart. Great response from Indonesia. Not enough to score, but overall, great reaction.
Well, that's woken up the Indonesian fans here in the crowd.
Oh, the mistake now from Brazil.
Big mistake.
Nerves on both
Vega.
sides.
Now, near side with Indonesia. Those red shirts are in really good position.
Oh, again. Second time in a row, Brazil defending in the last moment.
They've woken up here. 10 minutes until half-time. And since that goal, Brazil have mainly had success on that far side. Here's Richarlison.
João Victor trying to defend the wall. João Victor with the turn, with the fake shot. João Victor with the pressure of Elga. Elga recovering that ball with that clear, but once again for Guifera. Mistake from Guifera. 3v3. That could be a great one for Indonesia.
There is so many red shirts to find here. If you can for Indonesia, that's disappointing in the end, but it will still be a corner with half-time on the horizon.
What's up? Yeah, great pressure. We see mistakes on both sides. Well approached by Brazil, and now we'll see if Indonesia can do something in this corner kick.
Indonesia corner. Back post headed towards goal. Tame in the end towards Bento.
Ricky Camboya, Indonesia pass in for Sananta, but it's Caio Henrique. Great regaining ball by Guifera. Vanderson, the fullback. Chain of play, looking for Caio Henrique. Look at the superiority, overloading those many players. It's Richarlison with the cross.
Playing with fire here, Indonesia. Jolinton with the header on goal. Lucky for them. That dangerous play didn't cost them another goal here in game one.
Kick in for Indonesia. Oh, for Brazil, Nino. Long ball for Richarlison. Let's see that challenge is not.
First half in the books. Brazil 1, Indonesia 0.
We see the pressure, Harry. We see, for the moment, those mistakes are defining this first half. It is so difficult to get those timings, those situations under control right there. People can't imagine how difficult it is to play in such a big scenario as this one.
Well, it's so big, not only because of the potential legacy you can cement here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but also because you have the lights, the camera, that beautiful trophy in the center of the stage, staring right back at you, saying, come and get me. And here come Indonesia to start the second half, which is now underway. You've also got the fans.
Nice.
They're making themselves known. Indonesia.
Is the chance of Indonesia, Rafa? No. Nice header. I love this back and forth action we have seen so far.
I always love seeing what the social media outlets say about their nation's esports, and I think Esports Football 1 said it perfectly. Indonesia described it as the perfect final. Has a little bit of everything, bit of history, has high-level plays left and right, has a chance at revenge, has a chance at a third or a first world title, whichever way it goes.
And we'll see, because right now the game seems not under control on any of the side. No one can connect 2 or 3 passes.
And this is exactly how Brazil will want it. They're the team in the lead right now.
That's what Brazil really needs right now. Make Indonesia uncomfortable on his play. Now we're looking to the throw ball. Looking for 𝐞𝐿 winning the header, connecting with the Richarlison, 𝐞𝐅𝐨𝐵, the pass in for 𝐿𝐷, the cross.
They'll have to deal with this. The goalkeeper does so quite handedly in the end. So the hour mark is almost upon us here in game. Can be an important one for substitutes, but for now, look at this red shirt of Indonesia almost carving out that chance.
That was close. Nice block, nice defensive, nice cursor change from Brazil. How important is in this mode those helps, those control the defender running back just to protect those pass lines. Substitution. This is the famous Brazil formation, 5 center back, 5-2-1-2. That full back on offensive to join the attack in an easy way. On the other hand, yeah, typical Indonesian formation so far we have seen during the whole competition.
Might seem negative when you see those 5 defenders on the side of Brazil, but you're right, they join the attack. They make it look as if it's a bank of 5 at the back, but those wing backs, they barrel forward. We've seen it so far, and it's something that Indonesia, well, they're struggling to deal with. They're struggling to keep tabs on those, playing those wing positions, and it's the reason Brazil are having so much success out wide with the likes of Richarlison, Vega's getting out there. They're all chiming in.
No, definitely, Harry. I invited people to try that formation. If they think that's easy, it's not easy to play like that. It's not easy to play with those 5 center back. Yes, Vanderson is winger, but it makes that role of defender out of possession. It's not easy. It's not easy what all these countries, all these teams are making here in this FIFAe World Cup.
So Ronnie heads it down. 𝐿𝐷 almost, but for the Indonesian defence, had a chance there. Now, Indonesia, who are chasing no! Red shirt in sight for that.
Crazy action. That was past the other mistake. No, freaking, it's fault. Yeah. That shoulder charge by Ronnie almost wasn't a word with a fault. Crazy action, Harry. That through ball from Indonesia doesn't look that risky, that difficult, but missed that mistake from the goalkeeper. Almost getting in by Indonesia with now extending the pressure. Renan Lodi regaining the ball. Is 𝐿𝐷 Victor clearing the ball. Doesn't want to raise anything at the back. Fight down, Elga Bagot.
This final is delivering, Alex, because despite trailing Indonesia, they are still going forward. Brazil also have that same intent. It's score goals and entertain.
Definitely, there is a lot of chance that we're gonna have in the upcoming minutes. It's not already decided, it's game 1.
Doing too much there inside the box. But time is running out. We're approaching the final 15 minutes.
Yeah, let's see if those fresh legs will make an impact into the game in any of the sides. No one can control the passes now. It's 𝐵iKri, the right forward. 𝐿𝐷 in a wonderful way. 𝐿𝐷 pass to Sananta, the CF. The pass is Hidalgo! Another save.
Indonesia keep asking questions of that Brazil defence. There might be another one to answer here soon.
And still on.
Indonesia!
The pass, another one. He's trying again and again.
They've done
Indonesia.
everything but score here, Alex.
My goodness. What a crazy 2-3 chances when now this opportunity comes to Brazil. 𝐞𝐅𝐸 trying to save in that Lombo with the R3 button.
10 minutes to go in game one.
Oh, the mistake! Another mistake from 𝐞𝐿𝐸. It's Dimas Raya. Dimas Raya, the pass in. Starting the chance from the side. Harry, we'll see. The pass in. Raya. Sananta!
Corner.
Blocked.
Indonesia corner. Really good period for them in the second half. It's lacked a goal that they need to equalise. Just force extra time.
Third, fourth time in a row, Harry, that after that great action in the very last moment, or the center back or the keeper made alive Brazil into this final. Still leading, not many action left. Brazil need to survive because Indonesia is putting them over the limits right now.
Well, Jay Victor said before the final, trust in Brazil. He'll have to trust in the Brazilian defenders here.
Oh, let's see, let's see.
Indonesia corner. Front post headed down. Where's this one going? It's only up the pitch for Brazil.
Any rebound is going for Brazil, most of them right now. But we'll see if any of those chances go in favor of Indonesia. They need it right now. It has to be now, or if not, Brazil will take the game one.
Well,
the mistake from João Victor.
That is a mistake. Now that could be costly.
No! Great chance by Indonesia.
What a save from Brazil.
Oh!
Look at this.
Yeah. João Victor rushing that double touch without saying at the early build-up.
Fingertips.
Oh. Is the keeper saving again and again and again Brazil right now. MVP so far of the game.
I think I saw just a hint of manual goalkeeping there.
What a game from Bento, the Brazilian goalkeeper. We'll see. Tom High. Another set-piece corner kick for Indonesia.
You can see
Hiding
in
with the camera.
timer.
Oh.
There is not much time left. It's headed on to create a bit of chaos. Purple power bar onto the left foot.
What have you done, man?
It's a goal that lifts the roof off the place. Indonesia find their equaliser in the 89th minute of the match.
My days. Have you seen that? 87 minutes. And look at the skill, the patience, super cancer, left side. And what a show. Ladies and gentlemen, game on.
It's that header in time and time again that causes that chaos, isn't it, Alex? That shot, he had no right to go from that distance. We saw the purple power bar followed by the super cancel. Created the space for that left-footed strike.
Sensational, simply sensational. Right on track, Indonesia now with the momentum, but now they need to defend the kickoff of Brazil. Meantime, look, substitution. 3-4 minutes left, Harry. Some time to think about what to do next, because this pause is, Harry, it's all about to have some conversation with your teammate, not just tactics itself. It's like, all right, let's get some pause, let's get some drinks, some water, and what to think next. 3 minutes left, 1-1.
Teremos uma substituição.
Looking for the long ball.
Very long here, Alex, following that goal. I thought maybe substitutes might take a little bit longer to readjust things. But we still have time on the clock here for a winner in 90 minutes. It's only going one way at this moment in time. Watch out for that man on the near side, turning just outside the D. Here he is, across the face.
Indonesia!
still
not
can't believe
over.
it, Alex. Brazil, they're shell-shocked.
It's not over. But have you seen that pressure from Indonesia in the last 20, 30 minutes? Let's take the replay.
The fans, they love this one. It's under the underside of the crossbar.
Yeah, after that loss from 𝐞𝐅𝐸, the whole action was Brazil late in that running back with the defenders. Wonderful play. That comes from 𝐵𝐸 and great header. Finally, Indonesia leading. Another pouch for Brazil.
Unsurprisingly.
There is one chance left.
There is. We said there was still time on the clock to get a winner from 90. There's still time in eFootball.
Yes, for sure.
To get an equaliser from the Canary squad there on the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brazil. It's 𝐞𝐅𝐸 and João Victor. It's not over. They are now tactically preparing the tactics just for this kickoff. They know this kickoff could be a great chance for them. They will pass back. They will send the long ball to Joelinton. And if they win the header, there is a chance for them.
What a show of resiliency.
We'll see.
From Binong Boys and 𝐞𝐅𝐸, who are just a minute
He
in
wins the
stoppage
header.
time
Whoa.
from sealing game one here in this best of three.
One more, Harry, one more.
Last chance for Brazil, and Indonesia seal game one with 2 quick-fire goals 10 minutes from time after trailing. Wow!
I mean, it's unbelievable, Harry. They did the most difficult thing facing Brazil. Turn over the score over Brazil when they were leading from the early beginning. And not just that, 5 minutes, 85 minutes with the score Brazil 1, Indonesia 0, and everything happened in a second. In those 2 third last minutes, Indonesia turned around the score. Wow.
Wherever you are watching this game from, be it Jakarta, be it Sao Paulo, be it wherever, if that's your first experience of eFootball, don't worry, they're all like that. But let's not undersell it. That was a special performance from Binong Boys, their captain of Indonesia. Don't forget, of course, flanked by 𝐞𝐅𝐸, but the big storyline is the man nearest you here in these pictures we're seeing from Brazil. Beat that man 5 years ago in London to win the world title.
That's it. That was exactly 5 years ago. And today could be the revenge? Who knows? But I'm sure both sides wants to win. And if you want to win, you need to prove it right there at the stage in this game. It's time to reaction on Brazil, and it's time for glory in Indonesia. It's not finished. It's not done. One more game has to be played. And if Brazil wins, we will go to the decider match.
Well, Binong Boys before the game, as we see the traditional Indonesian ritual, the huddle. He said before the game, we will try to beat Brazil in every possible way. They beat them on the scoreline. The question for me, Alex, is have they now beaten them mentally?
We will see in a few minutes. It's like even from the best, losing like that is tough, Harry. It's tough because they had that close the first victory, the first game.
Let's listen to this from the Garuda Warriors. The war cry.
We're a true family. All the effort, all the time for today.
Just any time you hear those drums from the Garuda Warriors, they are war drums. It's a war beat. And they're on the war path here.
And the thing is, like, they do that, but they are proving it. Look at
and they're
𝐞𝐅𝐸
playing.
Wow.
𝐞𝐅𝐸. if there's a man that is difficult to beat, even when he's almost 7,000 miles from home, it's the man on your screen right now, 𝐞𝐅𝐸. We are moments from kick-off here in Game 2. Indonesia are on World Cup point. Game 2 between Indonesia and Brazil. Here we go.
Oh, no control from Witan Sulaiman, still the chance on the side. Could be positive for Indonesia. Ivan Jenner receiving an offside. That was the kickoff for Indonesia. As you know, guys, ladies and gentlemen at home, really important into this gameplay right now. We'll see Bento, how many saves he made on game 1. But at the end, not enough from Brazil.
Brazil need to be careful here in Game 2. Because if Indonesia carry on their free-scoring form, well, just ask Turkey how that went in the semi-final. Game 1 in the final was 5-4 in favour of Indonesia. After that, Indonesia scored another 5 in Game 2. So you must stop them here, Brazil.
Oh, look at the space. Nice job, 𝐞𝐅𝐸, saving with Nino. Was a little bit late timing from Indonesia, who wasn't believing that flow. Marcelino with the drag back. And
Indonesia, they're finding their groove now.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia leading.
Sumptuous. The footwork. The vision, the camaraderie, the teamwork, the chemistry from Paudi and Binon boys.
And ladies and gentlemen at home, you don't really want to know the stats of Rafa Struck. He looks like a 9 overall stat player. Because on the hands of Risky Faidan, everything looks so easy. What a one-on-one chance from Faidan. That turn, that finishing. Wow.
Are we watching Risky Faidan's destiny in front of our very eyes? He fell to 𝐞𝐅𝐸 5 years ago in the World Co-op final.
A loud response from Brazil, Harry. Brazil will have something to say.
They will
I'm sure of it.
Because 𝐞𝐅𝐸, multiple-time world champion for a reason. Him and João Victor are on the ropes. Since scoring their goal, we haven't seen that many chances for Brazil. It's been pretty much one-way traffic here on the stage. A Brazil goal would lift their spirits and give them that belief that they need here, 15 minutes gone.
Now let's see now how Indonesia keep the score. If they goes back, if they keep with the pressure, looking for the second goal, Camboaya. Now Bremer, 𝐞𝐅𝐸 regaining that ball. Brazil trying to play in some more beautiful football in this game too. More passes,
nice.
More short action, rather than those long balls we have seen on game 1.
They're just a little bit out of sync at this moment in time. And Indonesia, there's no...
Rafa is Elga, the pass
Finds the feast.
Indonesia again!
In 2019, he lost 2-0. And after 20 minutes, the man with the biggest smile on his face on that stage now leads Brazil 2-0.
Have you seen that pass from Elga? Elga with Rafa Struck, that outside curled through pass was simply sensational. Great finishing by Faidan, second goal for him. Wow, what a play from Indonesia at this start of the second game. And look what it's been, Harry. Brazil defensive tactic has to change. They move from possession to long ball counter. They need to attack. They need to do something else. No more right winger. Vanderson, and they're going to switch to a maybe 4-3-3 tactic.
course, how could I forget amongst the Indonesia squad, Akbar Paudi, so good in his own right. But you're right, Elga, 2022 IESF champion.
Look, that's huge what he did in one-on-one. Elga is another world contender, and what a player.
With that pass.
You know what, Harry? The action before, they played wide. And no, not wide. They ran wide, he turned in and scored without pass. The second action, they went to the side, and instead to finish in itself, they made that pass, that through pass to the farthest option, and wasn't predicted by Brazil. What a pass. But let's see, Brazil has to score, has to react. It's not over for them. Another mistake in that kickoff.
Not a great start for Brazil following conceding the second to Indonesia. They look unstoppable right now, those red shirts.
But still in.
Still in here. Oh, it's wide. And way wide.
Harry, these guys are confident right now. Great moments right now for Indonesia. Let's see if they can approach at the third goal, or we will have a reaction.
Richarlison, nice burst of pace from him, but João-Victor and 𝐞𝐅𝐸 have so much trust in each other. It's just not clicking for them just yet here in game 2. If you're just joining us, this is a best of 3. We need results from each of our matches. That means if we're tied at the 90th minute and the referee blows the whistle, we go to extra time and we'll go to penalties if we need them.
We'll see, because a goal from Brazil will obviously change the momentum into the game. Oh, what a reading from Elga, reading the header. Rafa through the pass to Ricky Camboaja, that heavy control, well done by Caio Enrique, managed by 𝐞𝐅𝐸. Now another clear, no easy passes from the Brazilian side that every single time are clearing the ball.
Nice interception, and Brazil will be able to.
Yeah, they're having a hard time because, Harry, when you're playing 5 center back, you move to 4-3-3. You need some time.
Brazil will be able to have a bit of breath here. And I tell you what is good, Alex. I'm watching the cameras. 𝐞𝐅𝐸, João-Victor still talking to each other here. They know they're still, although they're on the ropes, they're still in the proverbial boxing ring, and they're within a fighter's chance of coming back here. Still so much football to be played here in game 2.
Yeah, we'll see. No, it's not easy to handle it in any of the side. Now João-Victor with the track back with he loves to do with Neymar Jr., still the champ from Brazil, Harry. That cross.
Oh, Joelinton is so dangerous in the air. It'll come back at the Indonesian defence until it's hammered up the pitch. Marquinhos.
Now Indonesia giving the ball to Brazil and waiting at the back. Oh, could be a nice one for Brazil.
Yeah,
Rafa.
Vega, he lets it run. It's outside the box here with Joelinton. He's dangerous in the air. He's good with his feet.
Wonderful defense by Rizky Faidan. Oh, the mistake. Oof. This time on time, 𝐞𝐅𝐸 leaving that pass. Now the chance.
Fred bursts through, tries to get his strike away. Unable to do so. This is better, though, from Brazil.
4 minutes left, Harry.
They won't want half-time to come. Oh, but with
nice
one
ball.
pass, now Indonesia can start to gallop forward.
Yeah, the end Sananta is not that fast.
Rafael Vega over to Fred now.
Now
Who's
superiority
that?
from
Joelinton
Brazil.
is the pass. Outside the box, now inside. Who can he
𝐞𝐅𝐸.
find? Burst of pace. Across the face of goal.
That was close. Nice action from the side from 𝐞𝐅𝐸, looking for that low cross. Another mistake in that chippy pass.
Feels like a lifetime ago in game 1 that Brazil opened our scoring.
Yeah, I think so. One more. We'll see if there is something to see more in this first half. Great shoulder charge by Sananta. Maybe Harry, is on time for a kick in for Brazil.
They'll need to win this resulting long ball. They'll need to knock it down, and it needs to keep going forward. Indonesia win the header. And well, they'll latch onto this here, Brazil. The Canary squad have a chance, maybe for a goal. But game 2 is at halftime with the scoreline Indonesia 2, Brazil 0. With Indonesia on World Cup points. If they close out this game, they will be the FIFAe World Cup
and the
winners of 2024.
The fact, Harry, is I think Brazil hasn't been in this situation before during the whole competition. They haven't felt what it is 2 goals down in a decider match. They need to show their best version, their best skills. That sharpness on the hands of João Victor and 𝐞𝐅𝐴 has to appear now. Set pieces, one-on-one action. We'll see. Indonesia, 45 minutes left for the glory. And ladies and gentlemen, second half, game 2 is about to start.
Do or die for Brazil. Second half underway. Indonesia with 2 goals in the opening 25 minutes of game number 2. Just a half of eFootball away from being the winners of that beautiful trophy on the stage. Off the frame!
To the post!
Woof. It's as if Brazil heard me describing that and was saying, you've said enough now. We are in this conversation. We will make this comeback happen.
We'll see now. Sananta having a hard time to protect the ball. Great recovery by Fred. Yeah, great stuff from Brazil, putting some pressure into Indonesia that now has to, have some breathe and take the possession.
Up towards Richarlison. Credit to Brazil, because Indonesia, up to this point, have been free scoring in this competition. They're now up to 39 goals. But since conceding the second, Brazil have looked the more likely to get the next one. What can 𝐸𝐴𝐴 and Elga have to say about that, if there's a response?
Nice block. Nice pressure on those balls on all the area of the sides. Marquinhos, Neymar Jr., João Victor protecting the ball, one-on-one with Dylan Walsh. João Victor leaving behind his mark, but 𝐸𝐴𝐴 regaining that ball. What a battle we have seen between João Victor and 𝐸𝐴𝐴 in those one-on-one actions.
Still alive here, potentially for Brazil, but you're right, João Victor, 𝐸𝐴𝐴, those are 2 you will see go up against each other for many years to come, no doubt. Look at Elga's heart rate, by the way.
I don't know. This man
it must be a low battery or something.
I don't know, but he's playing amazing again today in the finals.
So far, it's led to Indonesia with one hand on that trophy that would mean so much to them.
And yeah, they are practically doing what Brazil do every single time, but the problem is that Brazil is losing, and 20 minutes left. Brazil has to do something, has to score to get into the game.
Brazil just given no time in the midfield to get their passes into each other. They can't formulate any kind of rhythm here. Fred on the ball.
That would be a nice one.
That's nice indeed.
João Victor scores! Brazil is on track. Great goal, great goal. We're trying. Great turn back from 𝐸𝐴𝐴, passing to João Victor, and without hesitate, putting the ball into the net. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over for Brazil.
Well, the first time since game 1 in this long, delayed grand final. The Brazilian side of the stage have something to cheer. And they'll need that energy, 𝐸𝐴𝐴 and João Victor. They will need that energy from the crowd here to carry them through, because they need another goal
And the perfect timing to make it, Harry. 20 minutes left. Substitution, fresh legs into the game. And Brazil with that 4-2-3-1 formation is going to give everything they have for that second goal. We'll see what could be the reaction from Indonesia. 4 striker, 4-2-4. Brazil is putting it into the game. They go with everything they have. So we'll see if now Indonesia can do what Brazil weren't able to make in game 1, saving the score.
Before this tournament on Instagram, 𝐞𝐅𝐨𝐿 said to João Victor, forget everything, my duo. Let's make history. They've got one back. And that will fill them with plenty of confidence. Indonesia, though, have nicked the ball off them. All over the top is offside. Oh, that's close, but I think in the end fair. 15 minutes separate Indonesia with a FIFAe World Cup trophy.
And we'll see if one of those long balls, Brazil can win those headers with Joelinton, especially to get on track, to get some lines to go through with that strong defense that Indonesia is putting in right now.
Whoa.
Here we are, Joelinton winning the header, but not this time.
It's been their game plan they've stuck to. Anytime they can long ball it to Joelinton, they want to cause some havoc there. Trying to play to Brazil's strength in personnel. Joelinton, great player to have at your disposal. But Indonesia, well, they have Rizky Faidan. They have Binong Boys. They have 𝐿𝐴.
Misclick right there from Brazil. That will give some breath to Indonesia, some minutes to win on the clock. We see 3-3-4. They want to have some more action in the midfield. They want to have some more control, some more connection. Look at the stage, so good it is, Harry.
It is so tense in this room.
Look at the stadium. That's the coach Putra, 𝐿𝐴, and Faidan. The whole crew from the Indonesian Football Federation right here, right now.
They're ready to celebrate.
We'll
but those
see.
men, they believe an equaliser is coming in the next 10 minutes. Less than for them. 9 minutes to go.
Indonesia playing that long through, but will be possession for Brazil. That quickly going that long ball for Ronnie. It's now Neymar, 𝐷𝐿𝐴 with that clear. 3-4 action extra from this game too. It will be Brazil forcing an extra time, or it will be Indonesia clinching the world title.
Just get that feeling, Alex. I get that feeling something's coming here. 5 minutes to go. One big chance, maybe.
I mean, pretty smart from Indonesia. They are doing what it has to be done at the point of the game.
Relying on headers, but that's an offside that's met with cheers and drum beats by the Indonesians here in Riyadh.
A bit unlucky that offside. You don't expect those one, but sometimes happen. Sananta Danilo, Sananta winning the header. Oh, the pass back. Rizky Faidan! To the post!
So close to securing the World Cup!
The reaction is no. Still on, ladies and gentlemen.
90th minute. How much stoppage time? They might not need it.
𝐿𝐴.
And it's cleared up the pitch. Maybe one more try for Brazil. 3 yellow shirts. It's hoofed up towards Bremer. And now Joelinton knocks it on to no one. It's kicked it.
One more from Brazil. They will send a long throw like a corner kick into the box. Harry, we'll see. It's now or never for Brazil.
Comes down to this, the selection process. the group stages, the knockout stages. We're here in the grand final, game 2. If Indonesia survive this, they'll be World Cup winners. They clear it. It's their time. Fred, forward. Rafinha near side. Indonesia! Indonesia win the FIFAe World Cup!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a champion! Indonesia will lift the trophy as the best nation across the eFootball scene worldwide. Congratulations, Elga, Paudi, Rizky Faidan, Putra, everyone! Is the moment you were looking for, Faidan. 5 years later, you did it. World champion!
Rizky Faidan, you said, it's the day for me to be the world champion. I can tell you now, Indonesia are the FIFAe World Cup 2024 featuring eFootball console champions of the world. Enjoy it. Remember it. These are lifetime memories. Indonesia, champions of the world.
Simply no words, Harry. I know what they are feeling right now. It gives me goosebumps of those feeling, all the hard work from years of sacrifice. They said they came for the win. They made all the process, winning the FC Asian Cup, and now lifting the World Championship.
A perfect year for Indonesia. AFC Cup champions in Qatar. And to round out 2024, FIFAe World Cup winners. Credit to Brazil. 𝐞𝐅𝐨𝐨𝐿. Victor, you never ever gave up. You are no less champions than the men shaking your hands right now. But this cup belongs to one nation and one nation only. The Garuda Warriors are the winners and champions here. Milos, let's make it official.
Let us indeed make it official. What a grand final! Team Indonesia, victorious. A banger more ways than one. We definitely did have the drums to cover us in Riyadh. And of course, no victory can be completed without our medals. And joining us on stage to award our teams with their respective medals, please welcome His Royal Highness Prince Faisal bin Bandar bin Sultan Al Saud, President of the Saudi Esports Federation, and Christian Volk, the Director of Esports and Gaming at FIFA. Our silver medalists, Team Brazil! Thiago Alvarez, Guevara, and João Victor, an incredible performance in this grand final. A lot of love for Team Brazil here, our silver medalists. And now, our gold medalists and FIFAe World Cup champions, Indonesia! What a beautiful performance by the squad of Binang boys and Elga. Akbar Paudi and Putra Sutapo joining us on stage. One more time for Team Indonesia! Thank you very much, Your Royal Highness and Mr. Folk, for joining us on stage and for awarding our medalists with their medals. Gentlemen, please. Come on in, let's get close to our trophy. Let's have a little chat.
My goodness, Binang boys, I have to scoot on in here. We saw you get emotional during that winning moment. Tell me, how much does it mean to be Aquarius? Awarding Indonesia not only a trophy, but also the pride of your nation.
Yeah, of course, it's so special for me. I've won everything in my career except the World one before, but today, finally, Alhamdulillah, today is the day for me to be the world champions. Yeah, that's so special for me.
And I think it goes without saying that the Indonesian squad that we have up here with us now, it is very much a team effort. So what do you want to say to all of the teammates that you have stood beside you now?
Yeah, of course, I want to say for all Indonesian fans, for PSSI, for Bang Putra, for my teammates, also for the sparring partners, Aziz, Elul, Widi, Baim, Yaman, Ferry, and also the coaches, Bang Kiwa dan Coach Andy. Thank you guys. You guys were so superb. Thank you.
Now, how do we celebrate, team? What's next?
Sorry?
How are you going to celebrate this victory?
Gimana mau selebrasi?
I think we just want to enjoy. And I just want to say one thing. Southeast Asia secured the world champion.
Yeah, they did. Milos, what a way to close it out.
Yes, they did. The Asia Cup champions now, one final time, your FIFAe World Champions, Team Indonesia!
What seems to end an incredible 4 days of e-footballing action. Sometimes I just love to let these pictures breathe because what a moment for that team there. Redemption as well, Wes, is what they kind of said, and you could see that through the tears on their faces when that final whistle blew.
Yeah, they knew how much it meant to their country, to their countrymen, their countrywomen, their fans back home who have been relentless in their fandom. For Faidan, it was 5 years coming, but he finally has his payback. And again, it's wonderful scenes here because they are now Asian Cup champions and they are now FIFAe World Cup champions.
And Indonesia and Asia just continue to impress in terms of e-footballing nations, don't they, Chris?
I mean, as far as the continent goes, e-football is dominated by this region, these countries who put so much into this game, and they reap the rewards nearly every single time. A fantastic performance from Indonesia and a thoroughly deserved winner.
Cole, we didn't particularly think it was going to go the way of Indonesia at the beginning of match number 1, did we?
Oh no, the 2 goals that Brazil got, sorry, the 1 goal that Brazil got, that in the end, Indonesia, that had that incredible turnaround. I think it was an 87th minute equaliser and the 90th-minute winner. As soon as that was injured, McCall jubilant. It just like chosen Indonesia. Indonesia had chosen Indonesia. They'd made their statement. There was no way they were going to lose this one. And while they were put under some pressure in the second game, it did just seem it was theirs to lose from the moment of that 91st minute winner in game 1.
I can't begin to tell you either how it felt in here. It was one of the best eFootballing experiences I have ever been a part of. We had so many fans and the atmosphere really was electric, Chris.
Oh yeah, insane. As far as like, I've been to many different esports events across titles, platform, whatever you want to call it. And that is up there, absolutely. The atmosphere in here was absolutely incredible. The fans for Indonesia going absolutely ballistic. Brazil had their guys as well, but for the most part, when you score the most goals in Indonesia, you're going to get the majority of the noise. And wow, were they noisy.
And that winner's check as well will mean a great deal, Cole, won't it, to those 3 individuals?
And it's well earned as well. I mean, the amount of work that goes into winning any event like this is huge. And the amount of work, not just in the game, outside the game, building up your brand, building up your partnerships, working together, learning, you know, when to step in, when to step out. All 3 have been involved as well. You know, they've put the egos to one side. There's something that's impressed me so much about eFootball. You very rarely hear that in competitive video games where anyone has the, you know, to turn their ego off and step away and say, do you know what, you're playing better than me today, you have it. And I love that about this game.
Wes, let's just jump into some of these fantastic highlights then from those 2 matches. We didn't have to go for the 3rd, did we?
Yeah, we didn't have to, and the noise that was generated after every goal, and you can see the timer on your clock. As Alex said, beautiful bit of skill to turn it into the back of the net. And we thought, oh, we might have extra time. Nope, Indonesia said, nope, we're going to just take that one in regulation, ball into the box, underside of the bar, into the back of the net. And this place just kept going crazy, Chris.
Absolutely incredible. And the second game as well, I felt like that momentum just followed them through. An extremely impressive performance in the second game. Indonesia dominant in the end.
Well, a lot of the teams are just entering here as well.
I know who that is.
I was about to say, it's the Rocket League team,
that's back to my wheelhouse. That is Falcons Esports, aka Saudi Arabia, here for the Rocket League side of the FIFAe World Cup. TRK, 𝐞𝐅𝐨𝐨𝐭𝐛𝐚𝐥𝐥 and Ruas, who won it all in front of the home crowd. This place was absolutely swamped with fans of these 3, and it is lovely to see them, along with their coach Doom, out here to pay respects to Indonesia, respects to Malaysia as well for winning the mobile version earlier. All 3 of our winning teams here, and they just deserve every ounce of respect from all of us.
That is a special scene as we just see how Indonesia managed to win this FIFAe World Cup featuring and Rocket League players here, because it's been a fortnight of absolutely epic esports action, and we have been absolutely treated, but not 1 but 3 events.
And for me, it kind of reminds me of that traditional old school esports. You got 4 different games going on at the same time. There's thousands of people just cheering on whoever they want. And
the production value wasn't like this back in the olden days, though, wasn't it? It was a bunch of guys around a table with like a blanket behind the casters.
But it gives you that old school feel, doesn't it? All the events that were held in this arena, and the crowd have been absolutely fantastic.
Indonesia, rightly so, they're not giving up the stage just yet.
Yeah,
the Rocket League team are kind of eager.
They can wait, don't worry, they've had that moment.
Here they go now. Cole, obviously you were here for last week. Just remind the audience of exactly how they did it and what they had to do to become champions.
So Saudi Arabia came up against France, against a player called Monkey Moon, who had beaten them in recent majors. He was up for his 3rd major in a row. And finally, Saudi Arabia and Falcons, it's TRK's 4th grand final, I believe it was, and at the 4th time of asking, he got it. He's lost in Saudi Arabia before, lost at the Esports World Cup most recently to Monkey Moon back when he was representing Team BDS. And finally, they had their moment It was giant for them, and they've accrued tens of thousands of fans. TRK tweeted out saying that he'd won it, and his tweet had 10,000 plus likes in about 15 minutes. It was incredible. All of Saudi Arabia is behind these guys, as I'm sure all of Indonesia is behind their recent winners.
And of course, Malaysia and Mbappe have just joined them as well. Of course, he is our mobile champion from earlier on this evening when he defeated Morocco over 2 matches, 5-0 aggregate in the end. I'm just going to enjoy these pictures for a moment. They are beautiful scenes there. The fans just enjoying this, and rightly so, because we have had so many fabulous esports events in Riyadh this season. But for me, this is very special to watch.
Yeah, it is. I mean, to look at the winners, that you can see all 3 of the games and platforms on the stage all together, all showing respect to one another. It's fantastic to see. As we said at length, the grandeur of this event is something that I have never witnessed in my experience of esports within eFootball. And it's just a wonderful occasion.
And I love seeing these esports come together as well. I mean, sometimes in esports broadcast, it's sort of a hidden thing that other games exist, which frankly, I've always thought is ridiculous. Gaming is an entire community filled with people who play multiple games. How many of us say we only play one game exclusively? It just doesn't happen. So to see the mobile eFootball, the console eFootball, and the Rocket League all on the same stage, they've all been through their own stories, and here they are all brought together by FIFAe and the World Cup 2024.
Can we begin to imagine how much a world title really elevates these individual nations?
Oh, I mean, especially, I mean, we've seen it last year in previous events, like how much it means to, especially these Southeast Asia regions, especially how much it means to the Saudi Arabians. It is unparalleled in how much these guys get risen up, and rightfully so. I mean, how long have we, been part of it in the esports and gaming, and sometimes being like, oh, right, okay, but I mean, these guys are actual genuine superstars at what they do, and they fully deserve all the credit they're going to receive.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had 3 world champions. Should we have one final axe player of the tournament? So you guys, and for your final axe player of the tournament, go online right now, type who you want it to be in the Twitch chat. There's 4 of us up here. There's 4 there. I'm going to go for Victor, I think, from Brazil. Wes, you cannot choose the same one as me. Who are you going for?
Can I have the easy one, by the way? Can I leave you guys to say the others? Because otherwise I'm in trouble.
Well, I would personally say 𝐞𝐿 from that selection.
Thank you.
Purely on the basis of he was so key to how 𝐞𝐿 were performing. He kept his younger teammate cool in Ardo Golasso. They had a great run to the semi-finals, just got pipped out of this grand final here today. So that's my pick.
I mean, if the short throws Mestre, I'll take it, I suppose. But no, Spain were fantastic in the groups. We're unfortunate not to advance to a cracking semi-final up against
And the only reason I didn't say Bin on boys, because he's already won 2, basically.
Yeah,
so I was like, he could get the hat-trick, but...
I'll take the easy one. I'll take the easy one. They won, didn't they? I'll go with him. Easy.
Absolutely. We do love that. So do get voting, and I'm sure that'll go out on socials as well tomorrow, because we won't be here to announce it. Okay, for one final time, shall we see where we are traveling today in our Hyundai, courtesy of the Ioniq. Let's see how many goals we have got, how much that percentage bar is going to continue to increase. Audience, you can get behind this if you want. Come on, make some noise down there. They're having a bit of a party. How many goals have we got? 177, 8 times fully charged, 4,256 kilometers traveled. Are we all getting home to that? All going back to the UK, I think.
I think so.
Probably not getting back with that. We might have to walk the rest.
Stranded somewhere, but it's okay because we've had the journey, haven't we? And it's all very much about that. I mean, I can't even kind of begin to sum up these past 4 days. For 𝐞𝐿, it's been double that. It's been...
I'm getting a bit emotional myself. I've been here for a very long time. It's one of the longest esports events I've ever been at. Being able to cover 2 games has been thrilling as well. I am truly grateful that eFootball has welcomed me. I speak for CJ as well. We've loved being part of it. So thank you to you guys. Thank you to you guys watching on at home. And thank you to FIFAe for running this.
Exactly. Well, there is somebody actually in our team who knows how to win one of these. He did it in 2018, albeit with a member of 3 team. It's Alex, and he's down on the floor for us, summing up all the emotion and all the action.
And with that end of the match, we got a champion, and it is Indonesia. the best team of eFootball around the world. And what a match it was. That game one from Brazil, and what a way for Indonesia turning over the score. And that was the key of that final. Mentally, it put them on track. And that game two was a solid performance that anybody was predicting to. Wonderful job, Indonesia. They bended the ocean and deserved champions. That's it.
There we go. Final glitch at the end. What happened there? Anyway, Alex, you have been superb. So thank you very much for that. There's nothing much else to say. I just want to get maybe a few highlights. Cole, I've kind of already spoken to you about yours. Chris, highlights in the 4 days from the eFootball side of things.
I think, honestly, for me, at the end of the group stage of both, it's some massive surprises. We've seen some teams dropping out, but that's football. That's how often we see it in real life, in esports. We get to see so many upsets, some of the teams going through you didn't expect, and that's what just makes it so magical, wonderful in the group stage.
Wes?
Yeah, I think it's the emergence of superstars and then almost more of the same. You got Mobile, you had Daniel and Papa Dan, as he became affectionately known by the casting crew. But then also you've got the fact that Indonesia just continues to be the gold standard within esports. As was said on commentary, 𝐿𝐴 won a world title in 2022. They've now won the eAsian Cup and the FIFAe World Cup in the same year. So these guys are the team to beat.
Dancing dads, I think esports needs more of that. Cole, finally, are we going to see you on more eFootball events, do you think?
I would love to if I wanted. Honestly, the game has completely won me over. It's a brilliant, exciting. The penalty shootouts have been great. Last-minute winners. There was one moment when Brazil scored their first goal when, as they were through, the crowd was standing up.
Yep.
And they were, my headphones were in, but you could always hear them go, go on! It's like, it's the perfect football atmosphere. So I would be overjoyed if brought back.
Yeah, exactly. I want to say a big thank you to the three of you for helping me out up here on the desk, and for FIFAe as well for putting this on, and for Saudi for being great host once again. We saw Alex. Thank you very much to Alex and Harry and Milos and Veracity. Wow, they put in a stint today. And CJ, he's already gone home. So wherever you are in the world, thank you for being part of this team. He's gone back to Australia early, okay? His mum's having a 60th birthday. So happy birthday to CJ's mum as well. But a massive thank you, everybody at home who's watched this event with us and shared the entire roller coaster of emotions that we all go through, and the players as well. And thank you to all the nations who came and tried to become world champions. And thank you for being part then of this first ever FIFAe World Cup featuring eFootball. We'll be back, I think that's for certain, and we'll see you all very soon. Goodbye from all of us.
stopping, we living it up. I'm going through changes, living so dangerous. They saying he famous. I keep telling myself I'm the best with the aim. It's saying it's criminal, they do the minimal. I'm just a general, keep it subliminal. Break them the minerals, keeping it cynical. Keeping it moving in the speed of pinnacle. Feeling amazing, take to the top and we never gonna stop it.